Okay, so I'm going to go over a few vocabulary terms with this unit. Terms you've probably heard before, so hopefully it's a review or maybe you're hearing it in a little bit different context. The first one is patent. A patent is a license that gives someone that creates a product the exclusive right to sell that product for a certain period of time. The reason I have the Price is Right logo on this slide next to the word patent is growing up, I'd watch Price is Right 10 a.m. Monday through Friday in the morning. And I always remember before the Showcase Showdown, there would always be a commercial about a caveman. He's hitting on a rock, like essentially making a wheel, and it says, "Got an idea? Call this number." Well, what that commercial was for a patent attorney. And so a patent attorney is if you create a new and useful product, they'll help you get a patent. So that way, when your product is used by maybe another company or something, you have the right to the profit. However, if you're working for a company and you create that product while you're under contract with that company, it's actually the company that has the patent to that product. So patents protect innovators, inventors, so you can make money for a certain amount of time until the patent runs out. Another term is franchise. We're going to look at franchise in a little bit different context in our next unit, but a franchise is just the right to sell a good or service within an exclusive market. So like, let's say you go to the Fargo Dome to a concert or a football game, you walk around to every single concession stand, all you're going to see are Pepsi products. Or maybe you go to Applebee's or a Perkins or a Buffalo Wild Wings. They're either going to have Coke or they're going to have Pepsi because they have exclusive deals with that company. And then another term with market structures unit is license. I mentioned that one as a barrier to entry. That's the government issued right to operate a business. Again, like if you want to be an electrician, you have to have a license. If you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a cosmetologist, anything like that, you got to have a license to do so. Some other terms: price discrimination. Discrimination we usually think of as something that's bad. In this case, discrimination can be good. It's when customers are divided into different groups and they have to pay based on what the business might think they'll pay. So an example is when you're a college student, you're going to find out there are college student discounts for you everywhere, because a lot of businesses, like let's say a Pizza Hut or a Qdoba, they know that you can't maybe afford to go out to eat. So they're at least going to give you like a free pop with their meal, or they're going to have a meal deal. I still remember the number to Pizza Patrol in Moorhead because they had like a $7 single topping pizza, 2 for $1,900 for Pizza Patrol, because that was their student discount. If you look at like a Perkins menu on the back, they have like the senior citizens discounts. Or restaurants like at Applebee's will do like kids eat free on Tuesday nights, or so does Mosconi's, so does Uptown, knowing that it's really expensive to take your family out to eat. So let's do a kids eat free. There's military discounts, there's teachers discounts, there's first responder discounts. So that's price discrimination. Market power, you have to go and watch my Soup Nazi clip from Seinfeld. Market power is where a company acts like a monopolist, but they're really not. So they have a lot of power in the marketplace, but they're not a monopoly because there's other competition. So in our world right now, Apple is seen as a company. They're not a monopoly, but they have a lot of power. They have a lot of market power because other companies, their competitors, like they follow them. Apple's the leader. Think of like what they charge for an iPhone. It's crazy, but they can do it because they have so much power. So a lot of really successful businesses, again, they're not a monopolist, but they sure do have a lot of power in the marketplace.